Hello, everyone out there. Good to see you all. We thought we'd put a little quick chat here, maybe talk a little bit of guns, ammo, reloading, just whatever we can come across. It's not a planned stream. It's just to say hello to everyone, have a good time, and see what everybody's up to. That's weird. It's weird, guys. This chat now, it's changed. You can type a comment, but there's no one in my chat here. It is on your side, Mac.
No, there wasn't. I was looking at something else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking it wasn't. Okay. There we go. Colby come in. Hey, how you doing, Colby? Thank you for dropping by. Good to see you. Appreciate each and every one of you coming out. Bobby Barlow's with us. 351 Cleveland jumped in there. Zombie Prepper, what's up, brother? Dale Poe, good to see you. Of course, Mac Man there saying hi to everyone. Let me turn it over to Pat and see what he's up to, and then we'll go around the little block here.
Not too much. Just on my little mobile rig on my phone tonight. As soon as you posted that up, I just clicked on the link on my phone, and yeah, I'm just sitting down, chilling out. It's been a long day, so yeah, got one of these in hand, so I'm doing okay now.
I probably could use one. Yeah, appreciate you guys showing up, man. Mac and Pat, thank you a lot, man.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks for having me on.
Great to have you on. Great to have you on, Mac. What you got up going, Mac?
Just got in from work. I'm in the middle of doing a two-part series on my stream. We started it last Monday, where we started doing some 45 coat loading, and I didn't want to do the whole thing on one stream, so we got as far as loading the powder. Mm-hmm. So I'll finish it off next Monday, where we put some more powder in, and then seat and crimp the bullets and get them finished. So I'll be. I thought I'd split it over two streams rather than trying to get into trouble.
Mm-hmm. And you're loading the 45 coat, right?
I was doing some 45 coat. Yeah.
I know. Boy, I was watching a video today on YouTube, and the guy had two serialized pair, stainless. Boy, they were nice. I handled one a few months ago at a gun store used. I think it was about $750. And man, I picked that up. I could not get that gun out of my mind because I grew up with that cowboy stuff. And I still been thinking about it lately. I want that gun bad. And I checked the other day I've been watching Have Gun Will Travel. I watched it as a kid, but I haven't watched it in decades. And I watched
Pat Boone.
Yeah, Pat Boone. And it's weird to watch that Western and think it's 1957.
Oh, Richard Boone. Sorry, Richard Boone.
Richard.
Boone.
Yeah.
Richard Boone.
They're actually like six cousins, even kin to Daniel Boone and Pat Boone.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't either until the other day. I did a little research. And I could be wrong on the six, but they are cousins, distant cousins. And boy, it's just something about that gun. But anyway, what I was getting to, I was looking at replica holsters online, and they're to get one replicated. The guy does. I forget what site it is. I got it marked or sent to my email. It's about $650 with a Paladin emblem and the black, and however you want it, kind of lower hung, the gunslinger type or something they were describing on the website. But anyway, they hand stitch it and dye it, and it's basically a replica. And always wanted nice. Always wanted the Gunsmoke version, which used to be for sale at one time before James Arness died and passed away. I was raised watching his shows a lot. And, have you got a Western holster, Mike? Or you just do conventional? I think Mac's busy.
I'm just answering questions for you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah, I need to call out the chat here. Hey, we got Ryan, the tech guy here. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you. Hobbies Hobo, M. Gabriel with us. Missouri Outlaw Randy. Thank you, Randy, for dropping by. He drives a truck. I watch his videos occasionally. He's on the road a lot. Colt 1927. No, I don't cast Colt, but I want to. I definitely want to get into that. Mac does it. Jamie, Walter. Do you cast, Pat? Are you into that?
No, but I do help my friend. He casts for 38 and 357. I help him out every once in a while, and we've got 38s and 357, so we kind of go in together on powder and brass and casting and stuff. So that's about the only thing that I really know how to cast is the 38 and the 357. So nothing special, but it's just plinking rounds. We've had really good luck with them though. So it's fun to do. I like it.
Yeah, I want to get into it. I just hadn't. I got maybe 9 pounds of lead. I know Mac will probably send me lead one day. He offered a long time ago. Hint, hint. But I got to buy the stuff first. I want that 20-pound Lee pot. That's what I want. And Latoya Williams jumped in. Hey, Latoya, hope you're doing well. Mark Thomas, Bubba Triclops Ballistics. Hey, Bubba, what's up, man? One guy joined us. Hang on, I'm sitting here yakking my mouth and not even highlighting. But sometimes I don't highlight. It's actually kind of hard, isn't it, Matt? You notice that when you're streaming, talking, and especially doing a tutorial?
Yeah, it's quite hard.
Yeah. If I leave the highlighting out, I can go right through it. Let's see. Michael Dunn joined us. Good to see you, Michael. Info Bros joined us. Dale Pogue, Colby. Appreciate you dropping in, guys. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for being here. It's just a quick. I lost my ear. Hang on. Where is that thing? There it is. I had to change the earpieces here a while back. I lost one and it never would stay in my right ear. Apparently one ear don't match the other. Go figure. But thank each and every one. Oh, I got Nightbot running. Look at that. Nightbot joined us tonight. And that's all thanks to Ryan, the tech guy. I appreciate it, man, brother. Thanks a lot for doing that and helping me out. He does a lot of stuff. He's over across the pond, Mac. He does a lot of. He got me into OBS, which I'm on now. Running through it as a virtual camera, and he got me set up for Nightbot, and I appreciate that. He's helped me. But Nightbot, you just type 1776, you can throw your link. All I ask is don't flood the chat with it. Just occasionally you want to drop a link, feel free. It's there to be used. And Dale Pogue says,
brave. I'll be the first one.
Well, weird story. A long time ago, me and Echo got to dropping links for a few weeks, and man, after a while, man, we were flooded. I mean, it was like it was actually my idea, originally to do some promo at the first of the year, and I did what they call a what is it? Oh gosh, oh God, I forget what they call it now. It's been having one of those brain things. Mission statement. And I did what I was going to do that year, and that was one of them. But then all of a sudden, bam, 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 and I went, oh boy. And I realized it was a lot harder to follow the chat and talk to people. So I kind of keep it a little bit limited. But you'll notice, Mac, I don't drop a lot in Mac's chat. I do it, occasionally, 6 people maybe, kind of, because I don't want to flood him out. But appreciate you guys being here, and ladies. If I say guys, I mean ladies too. So don't be offended. If I don't call you out, I'll try to get to you. Like I say, this is just a chat. See what's up. So you got anything going on besides that 45, Mac?
Like I said, I'm in the process of doing that. I'll finish that off on Monday night on my stream. I'm loading some 357. I got some 308 on the go. I got to do some 223. I got a couple of my customers asked me to take them shooting, so I want to get some 223 made up. But it's just too hot. It's like 117 degrees today, and it's brutal.
Yeah, you were telling me that, man. I've heard it in Texas. It's a trip, and I heard it was in Arizona too. I thought, wow, I think today got to 90. Now I have seen it 96, 98 in Georgia, and at a pool with the concrete, I couldn't even breathe. I had to leave years ago, and I was still fairly young. But who we got here? Hasbro jumped in there. Hey, good to see you, Hasbro. Hope you're doing well. I think he's parking some campers or trailers or something. He told me earlier. He may be on next week. I'll run a thing. I'll try to plan something out. Heck, we could do a combination panel and a tutorial. There is no rules, in this stuff, so we could do pretty much create anything we want on here. And
Info Brothers was saying he embarrassed himself last night. He called my Anaconda a 4570 instead of 45 Colt. If that was a 45-70 info, I don't think I would have bought it. I don't fancy shooting a 45-70. I've seen the pistols out there, but I don't fancy shooting one. My 500 is bad enough. I don't fancy a 45-70.
I'm familiar with a 500. I'm not that familiar with that one you're talking about, 45-70.
That's quite a big.
Nasty.
Lever action round.
You know, why would they build a gun that big?
They do make a revolver in 45-70, but it's not going to go on my bucket list. I just do not want one of those.
So it's actually worse than the 500 then?
I think so, yes. There's a lot more powder in there.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing's going to kick hard.
Yeah, unless you put together like some gallery rounds. I know there are some guys out there that do that. They'll put together like the lightest pill they can find for it, and then just put a light charge of powder behind it just to say they have it, and shoot it and just have some fun, slapping some steel and stuff. But man, I would not want to load a heavy pill on a full load on a 45-70 pistol. No way, thank you. Probably break my poor wrist in half.
I was one of those kids where I would probably shoot. If those guns were back when I was young, I would fire them all off. I wouldn't even think much about it, just to prove I could. Now I don't know if I'd even want to fool with it. When I was young, I would do. And I mentioned this one time. I had a friend. He had an antique shotgun, and he sawed the barrel off. And he ruined it. And it was a nice one. It had the hammers, all that you pull back. And it was really nice. Well, I can't remember how old I was, 16, 15. But anyway, one day.
Did he do that 80s thing where he sawed it off like 12 inches when it used to be like 16 or 18 inches long?
It was probably, God, who knows what inches it was, but it was long inches. It was a double barrel, 12. It was engraved, so it was an antique. It was nice, even back then, decades ago. And he sawed it off, and we got out in the backyard one evening. We got to shooting it, and it got easy. I just pulled both hammers back and just relaxed my arm and let it flow. And both barrels, boy. Now, granted, it wasn't magnum loads, it was birdshot. But last time I fired a magnum, God, I was 31 years old or 30. Man, it kicked the crap out of my shoulder in one of those 350s. That thing is stout. But I don't really, double barrels never bothered me, really. Of course, then again, I've never shot 3 inches in them or 3.5.
Bubba just asked a question. Can I just show this, AR? So, Bubba, if you go to this website, this guy is local to me. It's called Bruno's Shooting Supplies.
Okay.
If you can see that. This guy's got primers. So if you actually go and sign up for your emails, he often does free shipping, not free shipping. He does pay for shipping, but he does free hazmat. And sometimes he'll do free shipping as well.
Wow.
So if you want to go to Bruno Shooting Supplies, he's not super cheap. He's not bad, but he's not super cheap. But if you, like I said, just go there, sign up for emails, and they'll send you emails out, and you'll know when he does the free hazmat and free shipping, and then you can buy your primers.
How much is 1,000 Mac a brick?
I don't know. I haven't been there for a while, but
okay.
He's just opened up a new web. Where is it? There's his email address. But yeah, it's just Bruno Shooting Supplies. They're in Phoenix, and
Bruno's. Okay.
So sign up for the emails, and then they send a couple of emails with promos out every week. But every now and again, he'll throw out a free hazmat day or a free hazmat and shipping day, and it's worth grabbing them then.
Sorry, Pat. Yeah, thanks for the help, Mike. Mac's kind of like the co-host for me typically, and I get to talking and concentrate. Sometimes the chat, I miss a question. So this is Pat in the bunker. Howdy, Bubba. How are you? Yeah, how are you doing, Bubba? How's your reloading going, man? Let us know. I hadn't seen him in a while. I hadn't seen none of you in a while. I missed 2 streams of Hillbilly. I'm gonna try to get there this Saturday if I get a link. I just had a lot. A lot going on. I've been cooking. Got my pellet grill, and man, I've been having a blast with that. I bought steak today, a bag of russet potatoes or whatever, Idaho or something. Can't remember now. Bought those. I cooked a big old thing of salmon, some skinless, boneless chicken. It's so easy to cook on that thing. It's unreal. And the only thing I'm missing, I need a meat probe, instant reading meat probe, because I want to run it in the center and make sure the center is the right temp before I snatch it. That way it don't dry out. Because I'm not the perfect, in your head, you kind of get a ballpark figure when you're cooking, but sometimes I get it wrong or get busy or sidetracked. But I'm going to get a lot of veggies, cook that stuff. And
one of those Bluetooth meat thermometers you can just stab right down in the middle and have it go to your phone?
No, I don't have that in there.
Or a wired one?
I got the wired one, but the problem with that right now is I bought the Hit Boss brand new, and the PID is bad. You can barely see it at the top. They're sending me a brand new one. Should get it maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm going to put it in. Now, if I do an upgrade for $150, I can get the one you're talking about with the app. I can go miles away, and I can sit there and adjust the temp while I'm gone. And that's a nice feature. But no, I didn't get that. This is just it's not that expensive a grill. To get that feature, I'd had to pay, $1,300 before 4th of July on sale. Traeger, was it Traeger grill? Traeger pellet grills. And then they went up to $1,499, and I wouldn't pay no $1,500 for a pellet grill. So I went and bought a Pit Boss, and I'm going to do a few upgrades to it. And I'll probably do that upgrade too in time. Let's highlight Bubba here. I've been seeing primers getting lower and lower. The other day I can't remember if it's Brownells, which is surprising, and they're a good store. I think it was $79 for a brick. So it's slowly coming down online, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Once I get primers.
I've just subbed your channel. I just found it up here. One of the guys put a link up, so I've just subbed to you as well, Latoya. Good to meet you. Sorry, Elliot.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. She's in a lot of other streams. Armstrong, he does cruises. Check him out too. He's a nice guy. He streams with I am Betty J. Gather. She does a morning vlog. I watch them a lot and drink coffee. And he does a lot of cruise ships and stuff and travel. I've never been on a cruise ship. Mac has, but I haven't.
Yeah, it's good fun. I enjoy it.
I had a friend that gave me a cruise free because I did something for his laptop. I set him up with it, and I couldn't make it, and I had things going on. I never got to do it. I still got a laptop here with a bad hard drive I was supposed to repair, and I haven't got around to it. Michael Dunn says just paid $89. Yeah, see, they're small pistol primers, $89, and $9.99 for 1,000 Winchester large rifle primers. Yeah, so I believe give it about another year. If it continues, unless something breaks out in the world that we don't know of or beyond our control, prices will eventually settle down a little bit. I do know they're higher now wholesale, so they're not going to definitely be what they used to be. Freedom Redbird jumped in there. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Thank you for dropping by. She does live streams. Nice lady. Mark's Trapping and Outdoors joined us. How you doing, Mark? You're seeing a lot of people, Mac, we don't recognize. I know them, but
a lot of new names there that I haven't seen before. It's cool.
Good people, good good group of people.
Me too. A lot of people I haven't seen before too, so I make some new connections. So
yeah, they're good people, man. I watch their stuff a lot. Try to at least once a day if I catch them. Sometimes by accident I'll be in here, but typically in the morning I'm doing my coffee. I usually try to remember the streams. Got Duffer in here, 426. Good to see you, Duffer. And she does live streams too. Freedom Redbird does. Her name is Brenda. We don't call, it's strange, in our community, we don't call people online that much, in a live by first names as much as the other homesteading, et cetera, community does. And at first, when I went into some of the others, I got confused. It was kind of strange because they'd call people by the name, and I didn't know who they were talking about. I'd be looking in the side chat like, who are they talking to? So, but thank you for coming in.
I just subbed to Mark's Trapping and Outdoors, and I can see he's in Louisiana. I got to admit, I love Louisiana. I love New Orleans. It's my favorite place to go. The food there is absolutely stunning. So I just subbed to him now. So Mark's Trapping, I just subbed to you. But yeah, Louisiana is one of my favorite place to go in anyway.
I'd like to go there and duck hunt. I guess because I watched too much of that show.
Duck Dynasty?
Yeah, Duck Dynasty over the years. Actually, I didn't watch a lot. I watched more of Phil, his little podcast and things the past few years.
Yep.
And
yeah,
but occasionally
he's got a good little podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I've got relatives down there that way that live right beside him. They're good friends with him. So, yeah, Louisiana is definitely a cool place to go visit and have a good crawfish boil. Or man, they got the food down there. Man, they got it.
Mm-hmm.
They got the food down there.
I had a friend. I had a friend. He passed unfortunately at 45. His father, he had Louisiana blood in him. He was a kind of the mustache, wore the little hat like Walter does, and he'd wear sometimes a sport coat. And me and him would go out at times during the day, and sometimes go out and have a beer here and there. Back in it wasn't that long ago, maybe a decade ago, and we used to go out quite a bit. His name, you could tell by name, his name was Rollet. So his father was supposedly, I think, Cajun, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember.
I just subbed to Freedom Redbird. I found her website. So I just subbed to her and see if I can find Warm Strong Adventures. Looks like there's some good channels here.
Yeah. I put it together last. Go ahead.
I'm switched around here because I should have had the live up on my big rig, and I should have been subscribing on my phone. And that's back and forth. My split screen blew up. Like the output and everything coming out of the back of it nuked itself, so I can't run 2 screens and do a split screen off of my big rig anymore. So I'm gonna have to get something done with that. So I don't know what happened, but man, it fried the TV, fried the cord, and fried the port. So I'm not sure what happened.
I just found Warm Strong Adventures. You said he does the cruises.
Yeah.
I just come back from an Alaskan cruise, so I just subbed to his channel. It looks like he's got some good stuff.
Scrolling up to see if I we got. I was going to say, man, if we had even half of our regular chat in here, it'd be a big stream tonight with all the new. But it typically happens if you don't post it and you just go the last minute, nobody knows it hardly. And me, sometimes I'll admit my notifications are turned off. I actually go to my phone and I actually scroll down and look at them, every few hours. Because sometimes, especially if I forget and go to bed, all of a sudden I'll get notifications while I'm asleep. Ding, ding, ding. People going live. So, and
I use that's the way mine used to be set up until I put on that do not disturb, and I just set up the times on it. And at 10 o'clock at night, it shuts everything down. It'll put it on my phone, but it won't make any noise, and my phone won't light up in the middle of the night. And then on the weekends, I've got it set till 12, and then in the morning, till noon, and then just that way, just got other stuff going on. So if you put that do not disturb, and you can reset the times on your phone, it'll totally blank that out, but you still get them on your phone, and you got a line when you wake up in the morning. So that way you know who posted what.
Are you on Apple or are you on Android, Pat?
Android.
I didn't even know that, what you're talking about there. So I go into YouTube, right? Studio?
No.
Or is that another program?
You can you can do it on YouTube, but like on your phone, where you get all the notifications and stuff.
Yeah.
Just go into settings and notifications, and then you can change when you actually get the notifications, and you can set the times on that. So that way you do not get disturbed, or do not disturb time. The do not disturb time. So it helps me a lot at night, because I didn't know that up till about a year ago. And my phone would go off in the middle of the night, and I finally had just have to power it down, because I was like, I sleep. Now I want sleep.
I know I do a lot of manual scrolling on live streams, and my PC, I'm in and out here during the day. I'll click on the thing and go into YouTube, and it'll say, all the channels, and I'll hit it and I'll see who all's live in that little left side of the screen. But that's a good way to do it. I'll go in there and customize mine. That way I won't miss anything. Because sometimes I'll be busy. I know the other night I was late on Mac's stream, and I'm usually not late. I just got a lot of things going on. And matter of fact, I was telling him on the backside, I got to go check on the car probably tomorrow or Monday. At least go by there and see if he's got the thing that started. I suspect he hasn't. Maybe if he ain't done it this week, it'll probably be next week, I'm thinking. So pulling the motor. Hunt bullfrogs, Pat says. I used to do that.
I've never done that. I bet that's good fun. I love it.
Yeah, and if you get them big enough, you can make a really good bullfrog fry. That's good stuff.
That's a good question. If Armstrong is still with us, he kind of jumps in and out like I do, so he may not know it.
I've been on a few. I've never seen them shooting trap off the cruises, so I don't know. I've never seen them or heard them. Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not sure, Cole.
Well, if he comes back on, I'll ask him. If I see him in a live here in the next few days, I'll ask him and see and let you guys know. But if you're listening, Armstrong, put it in there. If do they still shoot trap on cruises? I didn't know they did. I don't know nothing about cruises. But actually, that's a good thing. That would be fun on the ocean.
Bubba's leaving us, Elliot. He's got to go to work. So good
night, Bubba. Thanks for helping me. Yeah. Good to see you, Bubba.
Night, Bubba.
Don't work too hard. Yeah, I miss you guys, man. Was you on Hillbillies last week, Mac?
No,
you missed it.
It was so late because he only posted about 5 minutes before he went live. I ended up going down to see my grandkids.
Oh, okay.
So I hang on, and because I didn't see it, I didn't think he was going to go. And then, of course, we drove down to my grandkids, and then the notification came up, so I didn't have a chance to jump on. So I don't know why he was so late sending out the.
Yeah, I think I wasn't able to make it, but I did keep an eye on it when it started and see it posted. He says we hunt 1927. We hunt bullfrogs in Pennsylvania as well. Yeah, Hobby's Hobo. Good to see you, Hobo. I'd love to hunt bullfrogs in Louisiana. Yep, I would too. I just love to go there, and I'd like to check out those swamps and all that area. That'd be fun. Let's see, Duffers with Hasbro coat. Let me scroll up, make sure.
Yeah, we did a swamp boat ride when we were over there, and we must have seen at least 500 alligators. It was superb. We went down one little channel. There must have been 200 alligators down there. They were everywhere. It was awesome.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Coat says it was humidity is hard to breathe. That's what I was saying a few years ago. It was about 98 here in Georgia, 96. And I was at a pool one day in a concrete. Boy, it got so hot I couldn't breathe. I left. I went home, and I was like 50 years old at that time. And I called my friend Mike. I said, never mind. I don't feel like going to a bar this evening or anything. It's just too hot. I haven't even been swimming this year, and I usually hit the pool, outdoor 12-foot pool, do some swimming. I need to get out there, though, and do it. Let's see what Freedom's saying here. Fried frogs are good. I've never ate frog legs. Hey, Warsaw. Hasbro says AR cruises are full. All right, there goes Hasbro. Don't get me started. I ain't gonna highlight that. Make me think for hours. No, I'm kidding.
Good old Hasbro.
She will, and I said this a long time ago. She did. I don't know if she still does. If you contact her, she will send you a autograph signed exclusively to you, whatever you want said. If she says, "I like you, Elliot," she'll put, "I like you, Elliot," or "I like Mac," or "Howdy, Mac. How are you?"
And who's that?
You can actually contact her through her website. That lady in that show, the blonde I was talking about, that Hasbro's talking about. That's what we talked about a long time ago. One night. If you contact her, she's a movie star. You contact her, she'll send you an autographed copy, whatever you pay, and it'll say to you, once she does it to you, because it has no value once she puts your name on it, if she signs it. Now, if she signs it just her name, you can auction it off and make a lot of money on famous people's signatures. But if she says, hello, my friend, Mac Man, it's worthless at that point. It's just a collectible for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she does that. She is Sunshine joined us. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Warsaw, good to see you, man. Been a while. I jumped on his here the other day. Warsaw says, yeah, I am too, Warsaw. We always tend to think about that stuff. It's especially I was raised at a different, grew up at a different time. So anyway, what we got going here? Talking about bullfrogs to you name it, to Louisiana. I did send Hillbilly a link. He's probably busy, but I only did it the last minute. I sent Jamie one, and I contacted Hasbro. He's busy. I was going to get him on. And then I thought of Pat. Hadn't seen him in a while. You were there last weekend, right? You were last Saturday on Hillbillies, weren't you?
Yeah, that was the first time I'd been there in a couple of weeks. Each one of my Saturdays just been eaten up, but had an anniversary and everything to go to. So, family things. So, but cool. Yeah, last week was pretty good. We had some pretty good discussions on there. So always a good time on Hillbillies.
I do got to get some stickers, and I am going to start doing a few at least one giveaway. So I'm going to start doing giveaways. I ain't putting a banner up. I don't even think I made a banner on it. Let me look. Let's see. Yeah, I did. Look here. I forgot about it. There you go. I'd created that a few weeks ago. All things outdoors and shooting sports. Of course, I didn't put the builds. I'm going to talk a little bit more in the future, even on lives, about builds. I kind of think I know how to do it to where I can get by with it. And if I don't get by with it, I'll just get like Walter and go to jail. So there goes. Oh yeah, I forgot the weather was there. You guys can see that feature of Nightbot. You can actually type your city and your zip code, and everybody will know your weather where you're at. So that's just a feature of Nightbot that's in the notification thing, timers. Yeah. So I'm kind of new to Nightbot, so it takes me. I do go in there and look at it occasionally. I don't know how to do the code though. I had a friend do that for me. Warsaw. So what's he saying here? Okay. Infro. Highlighted that earlier.
He worked here for 6 months through the summer, and he said he'd never do it again. It's only about 3 or 4 months info where it's pretty bad. We're talking June, July, August, and most of September. The other 9 months around here are glorious. It's just that 3 months in the summer when it gets super hot, the humidity goes up just as the monsoons come in. Mm-hmm. But by the end of September, early August, we're pretty much done, and we're back to beautiful weather again.
Yeah. Oh, you're good, Warsaw. You're fine, man. I occasionally mention it, sometimes too, that stuff. And yeah, there you go. Nightbot weather for Park Hill conditions. I don't know where Park Hill is.
17 today, Hasbro, but it is threatening 120 next week.
Whoa.
So,
that is bad.
That'll make you run for the mountains up there, right?
And, I think we're on 14 days now of 110 day pluses. 14 consecutive days.
I'd say in the winter, if somebody types their, like that right there and says weather in the zip code, we'll kind of get an idea what state they're near, if they're up north or down south. But that's about it. But there's other things you can add to Nightbot, which I probably won't even get into on it. It just makes it easy for moderators, don't have to worry about links as much on it. Oh yeah, Warsaw, that's a big thermos. Yeah, I do big containers. I got 2 of them. Well, one's actually a thermos and one's a gun cleaning kit my daughter gave me. I forget the name of that thing. Let me take a look at it. I've never even.
Oh, do you got the Bubba kegs?
I got a Bubba mug right here.
Yeah, I've got wife's got a Bubba mug and I've got a Bubba keg.
Okay. This is Big Shot, a gun cleaning kit, and it looks weird. Watch this. I'll show it for a minute. I won't bore you to death, but take a look.
That's the wrong one, Elliot.
Sorry. There we go. You pull this out. Look at that.
That's cool.
Oh, that's kind of neat. I've never seen one like that before.
It's just loaded. I haven't either. Let's see, I may not have it. See, that's the thing about it. It may not go back. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay. There you go. It's
That's
called
really cool.
Big Shot. If anybody's interested, I'm not trying to plug it, but it's my daughter got it for me. I looked it up one time. It was like $50, but I could be wrong on that. Now, it's been a long time. But it says Big Shot, and it's about 15 inches long, maybe. 12, yeah. So it's a big one. It's bigger than my thermos. And my daughter got me that years ago. That would be a good coffee thing. And then, of course, I got my yellow Don't Tread on Me. Oh, I know what I want to show, guys. I already did a thing on it. So this here, I am shocked. Hasbro sent me this. And, most flags are thin and cheap, nylon. You don't think you'd get that much. Well, Hasbro has this behind his thing. I don't have it.
Nice.
I had it mounted and it fell off. I tried to, what was it? That sticky stuff, Velcro. And so I've got to figure out a way to, I don't want to poke holes in it either, but it's thick nylon. I mean, heavy duty. And so I like, Hasbro sent me that and I appreciate it, Hasbro. If you're listening, Hasbro's a great guy.
If you don't want to poke holes through it, I did the exact same thing. I've got a whole bunch lined up down here. One nail where the eyelet's at, and then I take a clothespin with a finish nail and drive it through. So that way you can just take it and clip the clothespin onto the other end, and it holds it nice and straight. So that way you don't destroy it.
Oh, okay. So one eyelet?
Yeah, the one eyelet, I just put the little nail, and then on the other end where it has nothing where you can grab onto it, I just take a clothespin, pin it on there, and then with a finish nail, I drive it through one end of the clothespin onto the wall or wherever I'm going with it, and you clip it right on there, and no hole on the other end of the flag.
Such a simple and amazing technique or trick. And I wouldn't have thought of it.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about. That's a great idea. Lloydie's joined us. Hadn't seen them in a while. Just Fishing UK and across the pond, friends. Trying to get, who was it? Russell used to come in occasionally on my morning coffees and say hello. He's over there at the 76 Highboy Forum. Good to see you, Lloydies. I'm saying hi. I'm hitting the pillow. Good night, man. Thank you for dropping in, though. Sub him, you guys. Drop your channel, Lloydies, if you got a minute. If you don't, good night. Have a good one. Actually, it's what, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's 3 a.m. over there in the UK area. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'd definitely be asleep.
Yep. He's up late. They're up late for sure. Coach says you can use banker clips. Huh. Yeah, I like the clothespin thing. It's a good idea. Is it dropping?
I'm going back to the UK over Christmas. I'm going back Christmas Day, see the family.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Still got quite a few family members over there, MacMan?
Yeah, my mum and dad are still there. My son, his wife, and the 2 grandkids are over there. And we've got some other family we're going back to see. So we're going to go back for a couple of days just after Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year's, to see everybody.
Nice.
So Lloydie, just fishing. Where in the UK are you? If he's still on. I just subscribed to his channel.
Okay. Yeah, I think he may have done left, maybe. Yeah, he comes out. They're a good channel. I like some of those fishing channels. They pull out some big fish sometimes. I bought a pole a few weeks ago, 40, I think it's $5 off. It's a $50, most expensive fishing pole I ever bought in my life. $50 fishing pole. And it's kind of like a zombie green. And my brother bought one at the store same time. I said, I guess I'll get one. I asked him if he's going to go fishing. And we still haven't went fishing yet. But it's so hot, I don't know if I want to fish. I told him we probably need a pop-up canopy, maybe take with us on wheels and then pop it up and sit underneath it. Because I can't help it. Yeah.
Hasbro's leaving us. Good night, Hasbro. Good to see you.
Night, Hasbro. So it seems to be working on the links. Okay. Appreciate each and every one of you here coming in. Like I say, I may do a few more coffees. I just got things I'm doing lately. I got a few. I got to buy a Midwest Industries reaction rod, and I'm buying some go and no go gauges for 223-556. I got to get. I'm getting 2 of those. That's all I need is 2. I'm getting. Got to get the 6.5 Grendel, and I won't say why yet. Case gauge, which that probably says it all, but I got to get the headspace gauge on that here soon. And a lot of people, I know you can, and I'll agree, you can build ARs without headspace gauges, but they say you'd be surprised how many times that even though the thing closes, how little space you got in there when you close that bolt, and you don't know. And a lot of guns that'll fail will actually still fire rounds because brass will crush a little bit. And it's better if you, so in my humble opinion, get a gauge, go and no go gauge if you do build an AR-15. It's just better. But that's, you can build them all day, but you will get those chambers off sometime and you won't know it. And you don't really want to take that chance because you could blow up a gun one day if you keep building them. Do you do that, Mac? Are you into that yet?
What's that? Sorry.
Building AR platforms.
Oh, I built a load.
AR
I built a load that I built for myself. I got 223s, 308, 300 blackout, and 9mm. So I build most of my ARs now. I don't buy them.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat. Like I'm going with I typically go with Aero Precision. I know Pat, you build them too, right, Pat?
Yes, I do. I've got some no go gauges and stuff. The last one that I built, not the one sitting behind me that I showed you earlier, but I had another bolt out of a custom bolt for another gun, and just did a double check on it, because it was 2 different companies on the bolt and the barrel, mating everything together. And I just wanted to make damn sure that everything was okay. Then I've got some go, no go gauges for, back when I used to be really heavy into the Mosin Nagants, just to make sure that the head spacing and everything was right, because it was kind of a mixed bag when, what was the name of the company that was bringing them in? Dang it. That's probably been 10, 12 years ago.
Sorry.
But anyway, I was getting go, no go gauges for those just because I didn't know what I was going to get, because it was all military surplus stuff. And, with the Mosin, it could be anything. So I was just double check. I got lucky. Everything was good. So didn't have no problems. So, but I know there's a lot of that, especially on that military surplus, man. You don't know what you're going to get on that mixed bag stuff. So, because you could start cracking brass, you could start blowing the primer pocket out. It's just it does weird things when things ain't spaced right in there. Man, they could do really weird things.
Let me ask you. I'm going with the Colt. You know what I'm talking about when I say the Colt gauge. That's that 4646. I'm going with the field, and that's it. I'm not going with the 223 4636 1.4636. I don't need it because the Colt will pretty much tell me what I need to know. That's the NATO Colt spec go gauge. Yeah.
Yep.
So those are the only 2 I'm going to order for the 223.
That's all I've got. I just went ahead and when I was doing that different bolt and the different barrel and everything, when I ordered it up, I was just like, it's cheap enough. Just if you're not sure, just get it. It's not worth the headache, especially if you start. Excuse me. Sorry, the beer's talking to me a little bit.
You're fine.
Especially if you're building something, especially if you're getting in different parts from different companies and stuff. It just, it's not worth it trying to blow yourself up or have brass come out, or It's just not. So.
Not to put Mac on the spot, like Hillbilly. Do you use go gauges, Mac? No and go, or do you just go ahead and build them?
With my AR builds, I've never bothered because it's just the way the setup is. I don't think you need it. And I don't think there's not much adjustment you can do on them. Mm-hmm. I got gauges here that I always check my bolt actions with. Probably once a year I'll put them in and just try them just to see if they've. But then I don't shoot a huge amount of rounds, so I'm not going to be wearing stuff out. So, but I've got a full set of them for the bolt actions, but I don't have a big problem with them.
I follow, and I'll admit it, I'm being a nerd on this. School of the American Rifleman guy. You're probably aware of him, maybe some of you all are. And he's got tons of gauges. So he gauges the trigger holes. He gauges everything. This guy's got every gauge you can know and go design. And I'm going to create some of them myself for me. But he says you'll be surprised at those barrels coming out, how maybe 2 out of 10, that headspace will not be correct from the factory. I could be wrong on the 2 out of 10, but somewhere in that range, he does see them crop up, boom, boom, boom. There they are, just like that. So that's why I typically going to do the gauge. Decided to, just to get an idea on it. But yeah, you can build them, and a lot of people do.
Yeah, and the whole reason I did just like MacMan said, the whole reason that I even got the no-go gauges. Granted, it's not a whole lot you can do with the 5.56 223 in the AR platform, but that was just me trying to be safe, kind of deal on there. Just make sure I didn't have any problems, but especially on, and just like I said, on those older bolt guns and stuff, it doesn't matter if you're running a Carcano or a Mosin, or it doesn't matter. Military surplus stuff, I would definitely push everybody to get no-go gauges, especially for older rifles and stuff. So
Colt 1920 says I use go and no-go gauges when rebarreling Thompsons. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a Thompson guy. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who else
That's
joined us.
Still on my bucket list to fire.
Petite Gene River Homestead joined us. Thank you for coming in. Great to have you here.
I'm
seeing names. I'm subbed to some of these people, and it takes a while to get around to them.
Yeah, I just found him and I just subscribed to his channel. It looks like looks like they got a good channel there. So I've just subscribed to that one.
Some of them I see more on a regular basis. Depends on how often they stream. Some of them I catch. Some of them I'm busy sometimes, but I try to, if they're live, I try to catch them. Say hello to them. And,
looks like they got raccoons in the garden. They've got big old spiders, armadillos. They got squirrels. They got all sorts of stuff on their homestead. It looks pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like a nice channel. So I just subscribed to that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I said this a while back. We have so much in common with the homesteading and prepping community that because as reloaders, we like quantity, we like storage, we like mass amounts. I won't get into it, but yeah. So,
yep.
I prep food. So we have a lot in common with those people. Even though, and I prep too. I got stuff. I got some Mylar bags I got to get here. I probably got maybe 80 pounds or 100 pounds of flour on the table still. And I got to get that bagged up in a Mylar bag with some oxygen sensors. Absorbers. Absorbers, I meant. And then sometimes I hear those are bad.
The desiccant packs?
Pardon?
The desiccant packs to keep the moisture out?
It's it's not that though. It's
or the silica.
It's almost like the heat. I think it's more like it's not the silica. It's more like a hand warmer stuff. Oxygen absorbers are more related to them than the silica.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought you were talking about the moisture ones. Sorry.
Yeah, at least I'm thinking that it's some kind of chemical. It does, it pulls all the where everything just tightens up real tight.
Yep.
Pulls all the air out of it.
Yep.
It's the oxygen absorbers. Once you do that, you got a shelf life of I hear up to 20 years maybe, and rotate it out and use it. Heck, in a jar, vacuum in a jar with one of those things for mason jars. You can store brownies in there last up to 1 to 5 years, something like that. I forget the time frame. There used to be a lady I used to watch on here. She was from the Latter-day Saints years ago. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do a lot of pickling and stuff like that, and we actually cracked open a can of red pickles that you make out of the cucumbers, and they were 10 years old down in my mom's basement when I used to help her can all the time. Still good, 100%. I couldn't believe it. She had still 2 jars that were shoved clear to the back of the pantry. And we said, we'll crack it open. When we took a sniff, smelled good, and we tried it. Great stuff. Still good, even after 10 years.
Wow. His name's Bobby, Mac.
Yeah, hi, Bobby. He just said I'm 220. Yeah, I've just subscribed to his channel, so I think that's what he means, because he was 219 subs, so I must be the 220. 220. So hi, Bobby. Good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
Videos later.
I would assume I'm sub to you. If I'm not, I will, but I probably am. MSB 9021 has joined us. This is what I get for going to the store. Oh yeah, man, I'm late all the time myself. Sometimes I was late for Mac's stream this past Monday. Felt crazy. I said, "Oh gosh, I'm late. I had some things going on." But, thank each and every one of you for dropping by. Got 16 on, not bad.
We did get up to 20 at one point, or 22 at one point.
This is we dropped this chat for the last minute, just to kind of sit here and talk to you all, kind of touch base. And, didn't have any topic. We're just kind of winging it. So appreciate each and every one of you being here. But I got that stuff coming, like going back to the ARs. And I got to look at some dies for the Grendel coming. I was going to go with a Hornady. And I don't know yet. I may go with Forester, maybe. I don't know if I'll go with Redding because of the cost. I mean, you're talking probably $200 for their dies.
RCPS are good dies as well, so think about them as well. Mm-hmm.
I do have Redding stuff back when they were more affordable, and now, boy, right before COVID, they jumped sky high compared to what they were. I think I had a set one time, 229. I think now that same set's $299. Give you an idea of the price increase. But they're a good company, good stuff. So check them out. 1776. Gonna drop the thing. What do you think about this new chat box? You see it, Mac? You don't have to go to the other side.
It doesn't come up on mine when I'm on a stream. It comes up when I'm doing a stream.
Okay.
But so now I'm actually linked on yours. So I got yours here, and I haven't got that type-in box. I've actually got another screen on the TV over there where I can type in. But when I actually run a stream, I've got the box, but it doesn't come up when I'm on yours.
Yeah, my box is coming up. Like if I go into Hillbillies now, I got access to it. I know some people may not. I don't know why that is. That's kind of weird. But hey, I am Betty J. Gathers joined us. She does vlogs at 9:30 a.m. I think. If I'm wrong, Betty, you can school me on it. I should know that because I get up enough and watch her vlogs. He says, I'm in the middle of testing low development for 20-inch. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. What kind of barrels it got? Medium, light, medium, or heavy? MSB. I don't really know what a heavy barrel would feel like in an AR platform because I've never held it, if I remember. I don't know if it would be.
They're hefty.
Okay. I'm glad I stayed away from it then. Yeah. I do want one eventually. If I'm going to go to the range, do a little, shooting. My range nearby actually is only 100 yards. Now I can join one on an hour driving here. It's got up to 400 yards. And, but thank you for dropping by, Betty. Check her out, ladies, if you're on here. Guys, your wives. She does vlogs in the AM. I drink coffee every morning. And some of the streams I'm more familiar with than others. I don't know the exact times they drop, but just keep your eye peeled.
What?
Fluted. Oh,
I got a bunch of new people I got to go check out tonight.
Mm-hmm. MSB
all
says
these new people in here.
Yeah, Faxon heavy barrel. I could have got one of those, and I wasn't really sure. I didn't. I've seen it, but I haven't researched it that well at the moment. Yeah, James Pollard's. Hey, James, they're heavy. Yep. That's why I kind of wanted to stay away from it, because I didn't want to go just sit at the range on the bench, or prone and shoot. I wanted to take it out in the field with me, because I plan on getting I got a tent, but the tent's kind of heavy. What I want is a light nylon ripstop polyester hot tent. And the problem is them things are kind of high, can be. I do know a company make them for less than $300, but the stove's like $400, the wood stove for it. And it kind of folds up in a little old thing, and you can put it on your backpack and head to the woods. But yeah, I may end up down the road getting one, James, on that heavy Grendel. Looking at them. I got one Faxon barrel here, SOCOM 223556. Let's see. I'm not that familiar with Faxons. I have looked through them past few years. As a matter of fact, I still got to take, what is it? Geez, I go so long. Criterion. I got a Criterion barrel I wanted to return and go with a government profile, but I got to go on. At the time, it was during, flu season, and they didn't have them on their website, so I wasn't able to research them back at that time. 19, wow.
Yeah, doing pretty good for a last minute chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks to everybody in the chat. Thank you, appreciate it a lot. MSB says the rifle length gas and have an adjustable gas block. Cool. I want to do the mid length, and I do have the other one, and I just don't. I think mid length's better than I just kind of like it. Still soft shooting, and I wouldn't mind rifle. Appreciate it.
Got one little question to ask. Petite Jean, on your Marlin 22 mag, is that the heavy barreled one? Because I've got a Marlin 22 mag sitting behind me too.
Wow.
Good night, Colt. Good to see you. We'll catch you next time.
Night, Colt. Have a good one,
night, Colt. Good night.
I'd love to have a Marlin 60 stainless steel, 22 long rifle. It's weird. I could have got that gun at a scope back a few years ago at Walmart, reduced sometimes at $197, and I passed on it. Now it's worth what, $350, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Somewhere in that ballpark. See you later, Freedom Redbird. That's Brenda. Good night. I'll probably get off here and scroll a few of these live streams and talk to them.
Hey, Elliot, highlight Lloydie's last comment.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you know what it says?
Beth, you're offering,
And I'm sorry, I don't speak Welsh. I'm from Wales. I've lived there nearly all, apart from coming over to America. I lived there all my life. And my wife speaks Welsh, but I don't. That's Welsh. That's typical Welsh. Yeah.
Is it? Wow. Yeah, I was sitting here trying to think how to pronounce it. I understand the Beth. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's really put that out there. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not a Welsh speaker, so it looks like he's from Wales somewhere. I'm from originally from a little place called Whitland, just west of Carmarthen, and the last sort of 10 years we lived in Upper Tumble, just outside Llanelli. So that's where I was from, Lloydies.
Well, guys, we started. I'm not going to run this long. I appreciate all of you being here. We've had a very diverse side chat tonight. That's good.
It's
ladies.
Great.
Yeah.
I subbed to a load of new channels tonight.
Yeah, it's good. The thing, and I'll discuss this for a minute. The thing I've noticed about our community is so small. It's not as big as you think. It's just kind of a niche thing, Now, guns are larger, reloading is smaller, guns get a little larger, outdoors gets bigger, seems to, and it just goes on and on. So that's something I've noticed and researched. And, you get some people want to reload, some don't. I mean, and we want to try to get people to get into it. And I do have a few. I think it's Brenda. She wants to do it. I think one time she said it. So I'm going to, some of these people I'll get with, and we'll see if we can get them into reloading. So, but I appreciate you being here, Mike. Thanks a lot, man. Helping me co-host.
Love being on with you.
Yeah, Mike's basically kind of my co-host. I still don't have. I have, there's only 2 slots, or one, I think 1 slot on the co-host thing. Okay, you know the story, Mike, on that. I can actually release that now.
Yep.
And I still have access, total full-blown access to that site to stream. In other words, I could stream on his channel anytime, but I don't do it, of course, but I have full admin rights. But on that other part, I can undo it and, put your co-host. You're real good at, it's good to keep an eye on the chat some, because I do get to talking and asking questions, and sometimes that chat kind of goes unnoticed. But I do try to zero in on it and do a combination. I don't want to forget you guys and gals being out there. Tell us what you're up to, Pat, and we're going to go ahead and sign off and get out of here. Keep it kind of short tonight.
Okay, well, now just posted a couple new videos out there. Me running around like an idiot out there doing some drills, trying to stay in shape. Running around with some kit and some gear, just trying to keep flexible, trying to keep limbered up, and got some more videos on the way. Trying to post a video every single week. I've got a whole bunch of videos to download from Thunder on the Prairie out here out there at First Nebraska when we were out there at the YouTube shoot, and had an absolute blast. It doubled from last year, so I'm hoping more people show up even for next year, because man, when all the YouTubers and everything got together, we had an absolute blast. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm up to. So hopefully, like I said, 1 week, and yeah, go check out these guys' channels because they've got good content. So anyway, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, Elliot.
Oh, great having you, Pat. Man, I always enjoy your company, Mac. All of you all, hillbillies. I love streaming with you guys.
Good night, Info Brothers. Good night, I am Betty. Good to see you both.
Night, Betty. I'm going to run too. I'm going to go watch a little TV, or maybe, who knows? Probably go in there and watch YouTube. I end up watching YouTube mostly. But I think, turn it over to you, Mac.
Cool. Thanks for having me on. I really enjoy it. And the side chat was great tonight. It was great to see these new faces, and I've subbed to nearly all those channels. I'll be getting in and watching them. It was good to see all the new people. Thanks for jumping on. Just quickly, I've got my live stream Monday night. I think it's 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Arizona time. We'll be finishing up on the 45 coat load in. Not sure what I'll be doing next on the live stream. We'll figure out next week. I've got a load of guns ready and a load of ammo ready to go out and shoot, but I'm just waiting for them to open up the desert so we can get out there again. Once we have our rainfall and the monsoon start, they'll open everything up and we can get out there. It's just so hot at the moment. But yes, I got plenty planned, but it's just too hot at the moment to get out. I'm not going to go out. I'm working in it all week. I'm not going to go out the weekends and shoot as well. So, but plenty to come, guys. And yeah, just thanks for having me. Great to see you, Pat. Good talking to you.
Good to see you too, brother.
Yeah, I actually hear that, I forget what state, or maybe across some states, 77 elderly people have passed because of heat related. Now, we don't know if that statistic's accurate, but it's getting to some people.
It's terrible.
Really hot out there. So, yeah, I appreciate each. And I may drop a coffee occasionally coming up. Occasionally I want to. I just get kind of sidetracked. I typically seem to be watching more everybody else's coffee than I do my own, and doing my own show. And I love just getting in the side chat talking to people. I follow Betty, a lot of these fishing. I do that. I do the prepping stuff, homestead stuff. So I enjoy it. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Great having you on, Matt. Great having you on, Pat. I thank you a lot, man, for being here, for the support. Good to see you all in the side chat. A lot of new people. That kind of surprised me. I appreciate each and every one of you supporting. Have a good night and God bless.
Good night, everybody. Be safe.
And occasionally I have a show Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. May go to 9 sometimes, so keep your eye out. If you see me, you see me. Bye. Have a good one.
Stay safe. Carry your weapon.